everybody, and welcome to round number 5 of the Sunoco Lead Series. We are here at the double points race of Las Vegas Motor Speedway for an exciting 107 laps, just as we did last season, as this race could change everything when it comes to the dynamic of the points lead. But right now, your points leader currently sits Vance Caldwell. That could very well change because between himself, the person sitting right behind him, Max Anderson, and I believe his teammate Lorenzo Log, who starts near the back, all three of them are separated by a matter of 6 points. So the chance that this points lead will change is very high, seeing how none of those three are starting within the top 10, as we have some other candidates in the top 10 on the pole position. If you didn't watch qualifying, Nick Pericles took pole after winning him in Season 1. He's now here Season 3 on pole position alongside Eric Monaco, I believe getting his first front row start since WBM. In row 2, Eric's brother Ryan Monaco sitting in P3 alongside William Brock, who's been looking very strong this season. In row 3, we have Zachary Fitzwater Sr., the reigning champion, who currently sits 6th in points, could very well take this points lead alongside Pinocchio Young, who sits barely outside the top 10 in points. Then in row 4, it's Adam Vincent. Vincent sits 4th in points, very close to the points lead, alongside Gerardo Ron, who's also doing very well this season. And in row 5, we have Carson Bowers, who's already won a race this season, came in New Jersey, alongside Alexander Rowe, who we've yet to see a rank B winner in this series, as we're about to get the command to get rolling here in Las Vegas for an exciting 107 lap race. Sorry about that, volume was a little high on my headphones. As Nick Pericles, with Eric Monaco on his outside, 2 Toyotas bringing out the front row. Nick Pericles will lead him down to the green flag in Vegas. Green flag is in the air in Las Vegas. Very even at the start, but Ryan in row 2 has a very bad start. This leaves no help for Pericles, but this leaves Brock able to jump low and give Pericles the help he was looking for, and Brock goes to P2. As we're coming to 3 and 4, Brock already making the move from P4 to the lead on lap 1. Through the last corner, and Brock will lead the first lap. But we got 106 more of those to go. Now Eric Monaco. He's only won once, which was under WBM in Season 1, where he won at Calder Park in Australia. Now he's facing his old team owner to try to win it in Vegas. Way too early to tell who's going to actually win this, though. There are so many threats throughout this field. This is just the very beginning. Eric continues to look in that Tropicana number 33 car. Here comes Eric Monaco for the lead, with teammate Pinocchio Young not far back. There are 240 points on the line in this race that could very well sway this championship in any direction possible. There are only 4 people in this entire field who do not have a potential to take this points lead. That's how tight this is, and that's how important this race can be. Ryan continues to fall back from the start. He started P3. He's now losing position to Adam Vincent, which will be 9th place now. But now you see Caldwell, who's been making up a lot of positions since the very start. Same with Jackson. Jackson's been moving through the field. He's now P14, where he started, I believe, P16 or 17, as we are on lap 5 now. Another mover, surprisingly, is Roger Ray, who was, I believe, 20th or 21st on this start, is now sitting 17th, pushed by Johan Arndt. John Arndt is continuing to fall back. Carlson's continuing to fall back. Philip Scott's continuing to fall back. All these guys are just not having the speed that they want. And there goes PJ Karenko trying to make the move on both Jackson and Johnson. But Jackson will get the position. That's what happens when you go up against a championship contender. who was there last season, just missed out on the championship and had to give it, and it was given to Fitzwater. But Jackson now reaches the back of Ryan Monaco. Ryan used to be in that 40 car, I believe. Yeah, Ryan used to be in this ride before it was taken away from him to let Jackson replace him. And Jackson is performing better than Ryan ever did. Already has a win under his belt, came at Road America last season, as he's still looking for career win number 2 as we head back to the front. Eric Monaco continues to lead this race, as then it's Brock and Fitzwater, easily 2 of the biggest championship threats right behind. But Epic Motorsports still, even with Pericles getting the pole position, Epic Motorsports still continues to struggle. As now Alexander Rowe getting past Vance Caldwell while we're talking about Epic Motorsports. Caldwell won at Michigan. That was his team's home track. But so far, his season has been going incredible. He's right now your points leader, but he's losing positions. As now here comes Max Anderson, who sits 3rd in points, 6 points back from Caldwell. As the fact of the matter is, Anderson and Lorenzo Logger tied in points. Both of them 6 points back. So whoever finishes ahead in this, which it looks like Anderson's going to do it because he's ahead by almost 20 positions. Whoever finishes ahead in this one will get that lead for P2. Possibly. Because there are a lot of people out here who could potentially take this points lead. And I'm mainly looking at William Brock and Zachary Fitzwater. Not exactly Carson Bowers. Carson Bowers has been falling lately. He's currently 12th in points. He's got a long ways to go, but right now P2, that's the way you want to get your points back. But there goes his team owner back around him. Oh, there goes Vincent. A daring move down the inside from P5, trying to challenge for a podium position. Vincent has been one of the strongest people since the very beginning. He's won a race in every single season. We're going to watch it, see if he can keep that up, but there's a big pack behind. Like, wow, they were in a perfect straight line there. Now here comes Jackson on Pinocchio Young. And it looks like Jackson's just going to keep it down on the inside. Use Rowe as a drafting partner. And try to get around these Glover Haas cars. It seems that Gerard Aron's going to jump in front. But I see Zachary Fitzwater, who won here last season, trying to challenge the back of Eric Monaco. Eric Monaco is currently leading the 3 Clever Hawks cars in the points, and is currently your leader in this race. He's already gotten the points for leading a lap, which in this case will be 10 points because it's double points. So, with 10 points already added to his name, he's still got a long ways to go before he can win this race. We're not even a fifth the way through this race, and he's got some of the absolute biggest points contenders on his rear. Here's Paul Jackson. Through practice, he was one of the absolute fastest guys you could see. I believe he got P2 in practice. Just did not have an amazing qualifying, could not find the correct drafting partners, no teammates in sight, so he just couldn't do it. But now, this is the practice speed that he showed. Ooh, Fitzwater starting to drop back to the pack. They're 3 wide in front. Brock, amazing move down the inside of both of them, bringing Gerard Aron with him. Brock takes P2 as they continue to go 3 wide behind. Eric Monaco continues to lead out front because he's got a 5/10 of a second gap. Everyone else is jamming for position down here. As now Jackson's reached Pericles. Jackson's a huge threat in this race. Who's fastest man on track? That's William Brock with both a 25-2. Then it's Anderson, Carson Bowers, and Fitzwater, the 3 Fitzwater cars. Which is not what Eric wants to see. Seeing all these cars being so much faster than him. Here comes William Brock for this lead. Eric got it from Brock way earlier in this race. And now, William Brock is going to try to take it back. He's not able to get it just yet, so he'll continue to lead. For now, Jackson has just cracked the top 5. And is now going to start chasing after Gerard Aron. Gerard Aron is the team leader. Announced at the beginning of the season, here's the team leader of Clever House Racing. And all 3 Clever House Racing drivers are really performing this season, all of them within the top 15 in points, but Jackson just drove right around him. Perfect move out of Paul Jackson. As your top 5, as of now, Eric Monaco, William Brock, Carson Bowers, Paul Jackson, and Nick Pericles now. As Gerard Aron's going to fall behind even more. Another thought, Max Anderson has been digging his way through the field. He's in the top 10. Fitzwater's been dropping, but Caldwell needs to get a move on because as it stands, I believe Max Anderson will be your points leader. Jackson, though, sits 13th in points. Has had a horrible start to his season compared to last season, where he almost won it in tottering. Now he's coming out here, he's just not performing. But now, we hit Vegas. He's bolting through this field. Right now, he's dropping through the field, and once again, stuck on the outside line. Now fighting once again with Gerard Aron for the 5th position. He'll get it on the outside. He's going to move low, and I think he's going to take the position from Carson Bowers on that low streak, and maybe go after Nick Pericles in the process. This would be for a podium position, as Brock does have the lead now. Oh, gets a little loose on that inside, but still, Jackson is known as one of the absolute fastest guys out here. And there he goes, P3, Paul Jackson. Unless Pericles has something on the outside, which I highly doubt now. Pericles still has the quarter panel. No, he doesn't. Jackson clears him. And there it is. Your top 5 is now Brock, Monaco, Jackson, Pericles, and a fight between Gerard Aron and Carson Bowers continues to erupt as the 3 Clever Haas cars are all within the top 10. Very impressive out of them today. Now Paul Jackson's looking on the back of Eric Monaco. How can he deal with him? Easily! That was nothing! Jackson P2. Keep in mind, he started out of the top 15, and on lap 25, almost a quarter of the way through, not there just yet, but almost a quarter of the way through this race, he is already in the top 2. With his team owner the only one ahead. Now, what does he do? Does he be aggressive toward his team owner? Or is he going to sit back and wait for an opportunity coming later? As here comes Eric Monaco and Nick Pericles, which should give Jackson a little bit of a gap to start going after Brock for the lead. As it seems that Jackson is just one of the absolute fastest guys on track right now. Eric's starting to pull fast laps as well. As no changes in fastest lap, Jackson only has the 9th fastest lap. That's what's funny. Brock's actually the fastest man. He has a time better than him by 1.5 tenths, but Jackson to the lead in Vegas. We haven't seen this kind of speed out of Jackson in a while, and now Paul Jackson is your leader. We expect a possible caution sometime in this race, because these guys can get real aggressive throughout this pack, as Arndt has now gotten himself back in the top 20 after falling out of it a little while back. As we have pit takers. Oh, Carson Bowers. Oh, big pack. Oh my, Benoit Lavergne. Whoa. That was amazing. Skyla Johnson and Benoit Lavergne just took the apron. That's not illegal. Any part of the track is allowed to be used here in Vegas. It's just staying on the curbs is faster because of the momentum. But wow. There's Jackson now. Did I hear a wreck? I thought I heard a wreck. Is the pace car out? No, it's not. If anyone were to take this lead, it would be Paul Jackson once again. All he needs is a good pit stop. 2 tires or 4 tires? 4 tires for Paul Jackson. And he's out. Beautiful pit stop. Nice and quick. Past Skylar Johnson, Gerard Aron, Adam Vincent, Zachary Fitzwater, and Eric Monaco. And Jackson will lead them out of the pits. I believe there was a second pack, though. Where is the second pack? Was pitting earlier better? Or was pitting later better? Later. Way big of a lead for later. Brock actually shows a lot of speed right now. Oh! Jackson's not up to speed yet. There's William Brock. They were 3rd and 4th last season in points. Jackson just beating out his team owner after Brock went on that amazing win streak, getting 3 in a row. But now, here comes William Brock. The momentum from pitting earlier actually seemed to be a lot better for William Brock. Then it's Eric Monaco, P3, Carson Bowers, P4, and Anderson will round out the top 5. As we're missing Pinocchio Young, what happened to Young? Young is gone. Young had a problem in the pits. So that's pretty much it for Young's day. I don't think there's anything he can do to make this up. Karenko had a bad pit stop. Carlson had a bad pit stop. But Arndt had a nice one. Arndt had a very neutral pit stop. Stayed right where he was, which is good. You don't want to drop. That's the big thing. You just don't want to drop. I swear I keep hearing contact. And once again, Jackson gonna start going back after team owner. Carson Bowers has caught the back of Eric Monaco, but they are 2 seconds down from the WBM cars. Looking through the field, who got good pit stops here? Where did Benoit de Ravine end up, actually? 12th. That was an amazing pit stop for Benoit de Ravine, and it highly benefited him. And Skylar Johnson, she got a good pit stop as well. And that Rockstar number 02 car. There's Ryan Monaco, started in P3, dropped through the field, down almost out of the top 20, and has now dug his way through in the pit stops up to the top 10 once again. Very seesaw kind of day for Ryan Monaco, but it's starting to turn around. Here's a pack of Gerard Aron, Adam Vincent, Alexander Rowe, and Jeffrey Finguy. 4 people from 4 different teams, only 1 rank A throughout this pack, as Ryan's going to join it. And now Anderson's starting to catch his teammate and Eric Monaco. Jackson is he's making up time in the smallest of intervals, but he's doing it. I feel like this race is going to end up being a battle between the teammates. But Eric Monaco currently P4 now. Carson Bowers has made the move. Now, is he going to be able to catch Jackson and Brock? He's not faster that time around. He's about a tenth slower, actually. Anderson trying to make moves. Right now, he's your provisional points leader, with the next point contender down being Vincent and then Caldwell, who sits P12. So, points getters. Wow! Are you serious? Sebastian Torres had a problem in qualifying, was not able to make a complete lap, and started dead last. Currently has made it more than halfway through this field. As of now, just made it to P17. Oh my god. Sebastian Torres is on a flyer right now. He is going straight through this field. And seeing this out of the person who's last in points is very impressive. Here it goes right around Darren Weber. That's P16. How fast can you make it around Benoit Lervine? Torres. The last time we saw this much speed out of Torres was Talladega last season, where he won it under Epic Motorsports. He now sits from went from a rank A team down to a rank C team, and now sits at Red Stallion Racing, who are in jeopardy of falling to rank D next season. And Torres just does not agree with that anymore. He doesn't want to be kicked out of this sport. He doesn't want to be shunned to last place. He wants to have his chance to shine once again in the spotlight. He is now within the top 16. As he's not trying to make a move on Benoit Lervine. Very impressive. But what I see is Jackson has been getting so close. As Eric is losing time. About 0.2 a lap, 0.3 a lap to William Brock. Jeffrey Finguy has made his move into 6th place. Past everyone in this pack. Stella Johnson has made it into the top 10 for Red Stallion. So everyone Red Stallion is performing, but where's Ray Hall? 19th, so all 3 Red Stallion cars are within the top 20. It's been a while since we've seen that. As Torres has made the move on Benoit Lervine now. But here comes Weber. Can he fight on the outside? I don't think he can. Lorenzo Log started out of the top 25. I believe he started like 27th. Had a horrible qualifying. Has just made the move on points leader Caldwell. But still has a long way to go to reach provisional points lead up to Anderson. Here comes Finguy. Finguy for P5. Finguy has gotten a few poles in his career, but he has never gotten a win. He's come close a few times. He came close at, I believe, Kansas. Came close at Kansas. When he got the pole position at Diamond Ridge, I believe he came close there. Came close at Pensacola last season. Finguy has come close to a few wins himself, but he's still yet to get it. Anderson just got his first career win last week at Lime Rock Park. Now it's time to watch, possibly to see if Finguy can get it. Here's Ryan Monaco. As, this pack's starting to speed up. I think it's because they're working together now. I don't think they want these two to get away with this, because we're almost halfway through this race and the gap is about 3 seconds. As Jackson continues to close this gap on team owner Brock. It's now down to 0.14. 14 hundredths is the gap between Brock and Jackson. Then it's about 3 seconds down to Carson Bowers in P3. Look at this pack. All moving. I'm not sure what these guys should be more concerned about. Getting the lead from each other or keeping the lead from this. Just this. As now, this is big. This is huge. Lorenzo Log making the move on Max Anderson. This is for the points lead. All 3 points leaders are together. The problem is, I don't think any of them are provisional points lead because Vincent is a few positions up. He might have provisional points lead now. Or possibly William Brock, who's in the lead. But now they're starting to form a single file line. Oh boy. Fastest guy on track seems to be Jeffrey Finguy. P5. Right on the back of Carson Bowers now. Jeffrey Finguy is showing speed we haven't seen out of him in a long time. He was theorized to be the team leader of this team, but it was decided that there would be no team leader. It would be more of a team effort. As here comes Jeffrey Finguy, trying to prove that he did deserve team leader. Where are his teammates? As Eric makes a move on him. Where are his teammates? Shepard, 26th, and Arndt not far ahead in 20. Just made the move for 23rd. Torres on the back of Benoit Ravine. He's starting to actually fall now. Gerardo Ron is lapping 3/10 a lap faster than Jackson. Gerard Ron has never won a race. He is the only person in the top 5 who has never won a race in the Sunoco Elite Series. Brock has 5. Jackson has 1. Monaco has 1. Now Finguy is another person after taking over Carson Bowers. So now Finguy, he's never gotten a win as he just takes over Carson Bowers. Carson Bowers has 3. He's one of the underdogs in this series because he's won a few races. He's just never been in a points contending position. As today may be his day. As they've gotten around Vincent as well, this means Lorenzo Log is your potential points leader. Lorenzo Log did not want to give up points lead easily, and he didn't. Lorenzo Log, P6. Easy. Oh my god. Epic Motorsports is on their way. I don't see Nick Pericles, P19. He's been falling fast. As Torres makes his way back around. Benoit Ravine is now going to start going after Audrey Baranauskas. Stops. That's Darren Weber, and he's the only one. A possible problem. Oh my god. Gerardo Ron continues to lap faster. Finguy now has a lot of pressure from former teammate in Season 1. These two were teammates. As Lorenzo Log's going to drive around and he's not going to pit along with Paul Jackson. Oh, Lorenzo Log's only about 2 seconds back from Jackson now. But Lorenzo Log has no drafting help anymore, as this should be a pit. Nice pit entry. Oh, Eric. He makes a commitment. He makes commitment. Okay. I believe we saw a few people stay out again. Yes. Vincent, Fitzwater, Johnson, and Johan Arndt. Interesting. There's Roman Rahal. He also pit. He has damage. Possibly from the first pit stop when we saw a lot of contact and a lot of bumping and banging trying to keep position. Where is Jackson? He's going to clear Lorenzo Log. Where's Brock? Well, there's the Monaco brothers. He's going to pass both of them as well. Lorenzo Log, though, battling with Eric. Eric's going to get it. So Eric is going to jump Lorenzo Log there, just barely. There is Jackson. Back to the lead. Where is Brock this time? He's buried. Something went wrong with William Brock in that pit stop. This hands this lead as of now. And there's Vincent. That's it. Jackson is your points leader. Not your points leader. Your provisional leader. Or now he's your actual leader as he's gotten past everyone. As your top 5 now, Jackson, Monaco, Lorenzo Log, Jeffrey Finguy, and Gerard Ron as William Brock getting passed for that position too. Terrible pit stop for William Brock. Absolutely terrible. If Brock wanted to see something not happen, that was exactly it. Because a bad pit stop just knocked him from the lead out of the top 5, and Jackson now has a 7/10 lead over Eric Monaco. But Eric Monaco is lapping 0.2 a lap faster. Lorenzo Log is lapping 0.3 a lap faster than Monaco. Finguy's lapping fast. Jackson is not lapping good enough to retain this lead for very much longer. As we're more than halfway through this race, Jackson approaching PJ Karenko. Another bad pit stop for Karenko. Currently in last place, though, is Audrey Baranowska. Has had a horrible pit stop, a mechanical issue in the pits, I believe. Oh, Eric, right on the back. So is Lorenzo Log. Here comes Eric Monaco for the lead. Oh, my throat's getting dry, I'm sorry. He's not going to get it. Jackson retains the lead for now. Eric has been in a winless streak since Season 1, where he won at Calder Park. Since then, he has been without a win for the longest time. Jackson hasn't gotten a win since Road America last season. Lorenzo Log, though, has gotten a win in last season very early, though. He got his wins early. So everyone hasn't won in almost an entire season. In this top 3, Jackson continues to try to make the move on Karenko and is able to get it done. Here comes Eric Monaco once again. Oh, he brakes really late. And Monaco, new leader. But Lorenzo Log doesn't want that to last. He makes the move. Lorenzo Log around Eric Monaco. He is your provisional points leader by a long shot. Schroederon is in 4th now, about a second back. Caldwell challenging the back. Caldwell and Anderson would need to work together if they want to catch what is the incredibly quick Lorenzo Log. Lorenzo Log has 3 wins in the Sunoco Elite Series. He would join the elite group of 3. He would make it 3 who have gotten 4 or more wins, which is Brock and Constantine. And Lorenz would join that group. Oh my word! Here's Caldwell. This pack is on their way. The problem is, are they going to help Jackson and work with him? Or are they just going to drive around him and go right after Monaco and Lorenzo Log? Because these guys are fighting, they're letting Caldwell and Ryan Monaco catch. Fitzwater, your fastest guy on track as of now. But he currently sits P19. So he won't be a threat in this race. Oh, Jackson got around him. Jackson closing the gap once again on the leaders. Jackson's not giving this up without a fight. Once again, these 3 brawl. Oh my god, Jackson, don't do this. 3 wide for the lead on lap 70. Jackson pushed by Caldwell and Ryan Monaco as this pack is reformed into a pack. Jackson is able to clear him. Jackson back to the lead. Jackson's first win he had to fight for that one with all of his might, where he had to pass 3 Epic Motorsports cars in one race, just with his own will, no drafting. Now Jackson's gonna have to fight for it here at Vegas. Jackson with Caldwell not far. And then there's 3 rank Bs sitting in the wings, waiting to strike, along with Anderson, who won last race. Jackson leads another lap. Here comes Caldwell. Not there yet. He wasn't close enough. He tried to make a move, wasn't there yet. This makes them both lose momentum. Here's Ryan Monaco on the back. There's Gerardo Ron making the move on Ryan. This action is probably more exciting than we've ever seen at Las Vegas. Oh, Caldwell, new leader. Your points leader, in fact, is your new leader. But here comes Gerardo Ron, Max Anderson. Jackson doesn't want to give up this position that easy. Where's Eric going to go? He's not going to go with his brother, surprisingly. He's going to go with Anderson. I'm very surprised about that. I'm surprised he didn't go with his brother there. Try to help his brother and Jackson, who's his former teammate. But instead, he's going to help an opposing team who he's never had relations with. I see Gerardo Ron. Gerardo Ron. I don't think Gerardo Ron has ever led a lap this season. But here comes Gerardo Ron for the lead. As now Anderson closes behind. The fight for P1 continues. Oh, is Anderson going to go for the 3 wide here? He looks low. He's with Gerardo Ron now. Jackson trapped wide, but we know how well he is able to make it through the field. He's done it time and time again. Oh, here comes Max Anderson, Lime Park winner. But Gerardo Ron holding his own. And he's able to clear him. Gerardo Ron is your leader now. Where did Jackson go? He is at the rear of this pack. Got trapped on the outside and was just pushed through this pack, position after position. But like I said, we know how well Jackson can make through this field. And with his former teammate, Jeffrey Finguy, these guys were teammates in Season 1. But it's Gerardo Ron, teammate Eric Monaco, looking around, trying to get the move. Where is their last teammate? Young is 32nd, as he's just getting all this info about his teammates on the podium. Oh my, are they about to pull this off? Eric Monaco for P2, not able to get it. If they can pull a 1-2 and a rank B, what a performance that would be out of them. Gerardo Ron has been looking for career win number 1. He never performed under Trailblazer. He was never just able to get a good finish. Whether it be a crash, whether it be mechanical issues, whether it just be the car was not set up the way he wanted it. But ever since he joined Clever Haas Racing, he has been performing on a whole new level that we never thought Gerardo Ron would perform at. But here comes Max Anderson trying to get this lead again, and he will. The 3 points contenders are all at the front, and now Pericles is here. Wasn't he in like P20 about 7 laps ago? It was like 10 or 12 laps ago. He was like P20. Now he's back at the front of this pack. 3 wide for the lead. Caldwell making a move. Jackson coming through the pack once again. He's starting to claw his way through this pack. Anderson fights on the outside. And you can't forget about the Monaco brothers, who are now very close to tandeming. They're in the same line. They just need to get together. And once the Monaco brothers start to hook up, that's when it's going to get real. Because those two, they're brothers, for God's sake. The bond there, the alliance between those two is one that's hard to break. And when they need to get to the front of a pack, they will once they get together. But they're just not together yet, as Pericles will separate them. I don't think anyone wants to see those two get into a pack together. Brock helping Jackson get through this pack. But Jackson needs more. But they're utilizing that outside in the straightaways. Unlike everyone else here, they're able to go outside to inside through these corners. Your leader is Vance Caldwell. Jackson gets pushed wide. He got loose. His race is falling apart. He's there. He can see the leader. Anderson back for the lead. Your top three in points are 1, 2, and 3. I hear a wreck. Brock is around. Gerard Aron with him. And that's a caution. That is your first caution of the season. What a race this is. What happened between Gerard Aron and William Brock? They would be battling on track. This would be for P5. But Brock would just get into Gerard Aron, get loose, and would go to the outside, and they would lose it. And as Pericles pits, that will not be good for his game, I don't think. Jackson, P5, but Anderson is your leader at the flag. We'll be back in just a moment. This is one of the gimmicks at Las Vegas. Lap cars disturbing at the front. There are 5 lap cars ahead of the leader, who is now Nick Pericles, who I believe did not pit. Caldwell, Anderson, Jackson, Finguy, Vincent, Benoit, Rowe, all these people I believe pit. Gerard Aron, who just had his wreck, now sits P13. Very impressive. Was able to hold positions. Not as many as he'd want. Brock, though, fell to P18 through all that. Remember, 240 points on the line today. Lorenzo Log, Lorenzo Log is at the back of the field. Penalty for Lorenzo Log, too fast entering. As Lorenzo Log forced to the back. That is the worst case scenario for Lorenzo Log and his points contention. But green flag out once again at Las Vegas. Jackson waiting for no one. Already up the inside of Anderson. Taking P3. Finguy coming to P4. Now Jackson has to get around Epic Motorsports. Both of them. Ugh. But these lap cars are really disturbing. This is the action we like to see at Las Vegas. Pericles will lead a lap. But now Caldwell down is inside. Jackson joining him. Jackson's teammate Vincent joined by Benoit Vervine. Not far. I don't know where Benoit came from, but he's now in the top 5 challenging for a possible win. Ever since they switched to Chevy, Trailblazer's been performing. Here comes Jackson for the lead. Not close enough on Caldwell just yet. With Karenko disturbing in front, how long until Jackson decides to strike? Remember, once we get within, I believe it'll be 3 laps of the end, the next flag will end the race. So Jackson needs to get this lead as soon as possible if he wants to win this race. Jackson versus Caldwell. Once again, Jackson trying to make this move. And now he has help from his teammate. Vincent and Jackson, they have worked together in the past. These two know how to work together so fluently. Yellow is out. That's Jackson. And Caldwell dumps Vincent. Oh my God. They just lost it. They just lost it. Oh my God, Caldwell just lost the car. And I think that's it. I think Jackson may have this in the bag now. As long as he can hold it. Let's see what happened. From having such a great day going, after having a horrible qualifying, Torres would hit the wall and with his teammate and go upside down. Oh, Torres extremely frustrated about what happened, and he is not happy about today. Let's see what happened between Caldwell and Vincent. Coming to the line, it would be Vincent who would have it at the line. Benoit would get loose, hit Caldwell into Vincent, and then this unfolded. Pericles went around as well. Johnson got involved. A lot of people got involved in this wreck, including, I believe, all 3 Epic Motorsports were involved. Ugh. Devastation throughout the pack. But this opens a big, wide, open door, as they are going to give it back to Caldwell. But Caldwell has damage now. How will that affect him? We'll be back. And so, Jackson, Vincent, and Caldwell. Vincent was allowed the position back because he did have it at the caution. But both Vincent and Caldwell have big damage, which is big aerodynamic issues. This means Jackson has kind of a cushion right now to Benoit Ravine in P4. Here come the lap cars. We were waiting for them, but they're too far. Wait! I think he may need to turn on those lights again. They will. Okay, the lights are back on. They're letting them go around one more time, which includes William Brock. Brock got a lot of damage from that, and he is a lap down now, so that sucks. Lorenzo Log went a lap down, but I don't understand what just happened. But they are letting everyone go again, and they are waiting a little bit longer. But still, it will be Paul Jackson. There's Karanko, who will circle again. Oh, he's at the back. He needs to circle again to let the guys in the front go. As we continue to wait for the lap cars. Where are they? They're still so far behind. I don't know what caused them to get so far behind. But are they going to call yellow again, or are they just going to let it go? They are lap cars, so they can't really take it back. There's no way they can win, so I think they may just let it go green. I think they're letting it go green. Paul Jackson will lead them down. Possibly one final time at Las Vegas. Pace cars in. We're going green. Lap cars are not going to get a chance to go to the front. Jackson will lead them to the green flag. But with the damage, this is what I'm talking about. That damage is just too much for them to handle right now. Benoit Ravine already has an advantage on them. Oh, yeah, that damage is horrible. That's exactly what I thought was going to happen. That damage is just way too much for them to handle. There's no way people like them can make it through this pack. Even though they're really good, these two are some of the best competitors in this field. They're just so damaged. I don't think it's possible. Jackson leading. Is that Cordell Paulson? Is he really? No, he's not. Okay. Benoit Ravine. Now it's up to him. It's going to be WBM versus Trailblazer versus Maverick versus Fitzwater. 7 laps to go for Paul Jackson. This would be career win number 2. Oh, but Jackson, this is what keeps happening. Jackson is not good on short run. He's better on the long run. And that's ailing him right now. Ryan makes the move for P4. Ryan's doing good again. But you know who's good on the short runs? Anderson. Anderson is P2. It's going to be Jackson versus Anderson. 6 to go. Jackson, you need to get up to speed if you want this. He is not up to speed yet. He is not good on the short runs. His car is not configured that way. His car's configured to be good on the very long stretches. This is not going to be a very long stretch. Contact! Anderson makes contact with Jackson. Rowe gonna go a little wide. Anderson to the lead. The battle continues. Alexander Rowe is not far. He would be the first rank B winner this season. Oh, Jackson, you need to slip low. He's not doing it. I think it's over for Jackson. 5 laps to go for Max Anderson. This would be career win number 2. He just got career win number 1 last week. And he's already going for number 2. But Jackson has an outside run on Monaco. If he's able to clear him, he may be able to go right back after him. 4 laps to go for Anderson. Jackson has led most of this race. He has looked so strong, but it's just gonna get ripped away. Ironically, by the guy who has gotten so many wins, ripped away from his fingertips. Anderson gets a gap. Lap car troubles play a huge factor. I saw someone hit the pits. That's Ryan. Could pit stops be an issue? Anderson with 2 to go. Can he pull what Pericles pulled in season 1? Jackson is just not there. 1 lap to go for Max Anderson. As long as he doesn't run out of fuel, it's all him. They're trying, they're faster. 1 more corner. And Max Anderson will pick up career win number 2 and his 2nd in a row with the points lead. He wins at Vegas. Alexander Rowe will come home P2, and Jackson, after leading the most laps, will have it all ripped away and will end P3 on the podium. Anderson, out of nowhere, wins in Vegas. Oh my. After having so many wins ripped from his fingertips last season, he is getting so much repentance from all this, all that was ripped away from him, and he gets career win number 2 and 2 in a row in Las Vegas. Congratulations, Max Anderson. Oh, Shepard ends up team P10 for Team Flame. And Finguy P5. That's very good positions. There's Vincent. That's where he ended up. That's what the damage did for him. Good job. Out of everyone. What a race. Let's go look at your finishing results. And winning in Las Vegas, Max Anderson gets career win number 2, with Alexander Rowe finishing behind it by 0.2 of a second. Jackson P3, Benoit Ravine, nice finish in P4 for Trailblazer. Jeffrey Finguy P5, best finish in a while for Finguy. Eric Monaco, who started on the front row, P6. Carson Bowers P7. Caldwell, with that damage, still was able to retain P8, but not as going to be able to retain the points lead by a long shot. Fitzwater P9, Shepard P10, and Steven Thompson P11. Very impressive out of Saba Sport and HHR with Gatlin Downey as well. Some very impressive ranked Ds throughout this field, but that's because there were so many problems near the end. Down here, Ryan Monaco had to pit, coming to 2 to go. Vincent, with all that damage, I believe he was forced to pit. Algebra and Oscars has just been riddled with problems all day long. Johan Arndt, Torres, Ray Hall, and Gerardo Ron. Gerardo Ron had such a good day going until he wrecked. But through all that, Max Anderson, career win number 2, will join in the elite group of people who have gotten 2 wins. Congratulations, Max Anderson. Oh. My voice is exhausted right now. That was an amazing race. Good job, everyone. Max Anderson, your new points leader and two-time winner this season. The first one to get 2 wins this season. Congratulations, Max Anderson. We'll see you all next time where all 36 of them will fight in round 6, which I believe is Portland, which Vincent won there last time, so that should be exciting. But until then, guys, ciao.